Hey guys, welcome back to Hanging Out with Lori. I am glad you're here. Today is a new installment of What's in a Sign. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. What's in a Sign was created to showcase the different signs of the zodiac. And it's just to learn a little bit about each sign. There's 12 categories. Those categories do not change. But of course, with each new sign, the answers to those questions do change. And sometimes I go with the standard, you know, what everybody knows to be a certain set rule of that sign, and sometimes I go with the unknown just because I like to be a little live on the edge some. So last month, of course, was Pisces, and Pisces ran from what? I don't have the date that it runs from. I think February 19th to March 20th, and I learned lots of new things about Pisces. This month is Aries, and we will get into that, but first I want to go over the items that I picked for Pisces and how I did or did not do on those items. So last month I had asked if people were interested in seeing how I had done on the items from the month before. They said yes. It does make the video a little longer, but they like to see what I have done, because this is not so much about completing items, but using the items that I pick for this project. And so they want to see how I did. So I will try to go over those as quickly as possible, and then we will jump into Aries, which happens to be my sun sign. All right, for Pisces, I have to put my glasses on, otherwise I can't see to tell you what it is. So it is what it is. Okay, an item that depicts the sign's element, which is water. I brought in my Bioderma Sensibio water. As you can see, I did not finish it. This was where I started, and I don't have it marked, but it's about right there. So I used it a little, but not a lot. I was bummed because I was hoping to finish this up. On items that I finish, I don't have dates just because of the craziness of last month. So for an item that represents the sign's personality, which is time, I brought in a new Reversalist Complete Renewal cream, because you can't turn back time. I did complete that. It was okay. It wasn't moisturizing enough for me, so, but that's okay. It was all right. All right, the next item was something that represented the sign's aura. And instead of picking the color, which is violet, I picked a perfume that had the violet flower in it, just because violet comes in a whole bunch of different colors. So I picked my just sample size of J'adore, and this was brand new. I did finish it, don't know when. It's nice, thankfully. I like it because I have a really huge bottle, I think, up there. Then number 4 was to incorporate something that incorporate the sign's color, and they are colors of the sea, to include seafoam green. I brought in my Mud Masky clay mask because I thought that was kind of the colors of the sea, and so I did use this up completely. I liked it. I did. It didn't ever harden because I use it in the shower, but I did like it. So I thought my skin got really clean with it. So if I knew where it was sold, I'd probably purchase a large tube of it. Then an item that represents the sign's quality, and one of the sign's qualities is that they are a dreamer, and so I brought in my Ariana Grande cloud perfume for this because, you know, dreamers have their heads in the clouds. And I actually marked where I started and where I wanted to be, and I didn't get much further than where I started. Number 6 is an item that represents the ruler, and one of them is that the ruler is Neptune of Pisces, and one of them is that they Neptune dissolves. I couldn't figure out what Neptune dissolves. I'm hoping it's not people. But I brought in my Bliss makeup melt because it dissolves your makeup. I didn't like this makeup melt. I have used a few makeup melts now, and this is by far my least favorite. I had to go in with another makeup melt to actually get all my makeup off and then wash my face. So I wasn't a fan of this, but I did use it up. Have an item that represents the ruler's color, which is purple. And so I use this Tony Moly hydrating mask because it has purple flowers, and lavender has purple flowers. So that was for Neptune's color. The next one I totally spaced out. It isn't the only thing I totally spaced out, but I completely spaced this one out. And that is an item that depicts the sign's birthstone, and for Pisces, their birthstone is amethyst. And I brought in my Cover FX shimmer veil in amethyst, and I didn't use it once. It didn't even cross my mind until I was prepping for this month, and I was like, oh, and it was too late. Then an item that represents the sign's power, which for Pisces is fish. In fact, it's two fish connected, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't remember the story, but anyways, I couldn't really find anything fishy, and so I brought in my nail hoot nail polish in Pisces, and I did wear this a couple of times. I didn't wear a lot of nail polish over the past month, so for me to wear this a couple of times actually was pretty awesome. Number 10 is something that uses the sign's flower. The flower for Pisces is water lily, and so I picked the perfume by Calvin Klein, Deep Euphoria. It was just a sample. It was a full size. It was not a full size. It was completely full, brand new. It is gone, and I'm glad. I do not like Deep Euphoria. There's just something about it that is unpleasing to my nose. Number 11 is an item that represents the sign's Greek god. The Greek god of Pisces is Poseidon, which makes sense since he is the god of the sea, but he's also known as a protector, and so I brought in my Ultra Repair Cream. I thought I would have this done, but I put it just in my shower bag to put on my face after my shower. I thought I would use it as a whole body, but I thought, no, I'm just going to use it as my face, and it is not used up, so it's still going. I cannot see where it's at. There can't be a whole lot left in there, but you know, it's not spitting, so there's still product in there. And then the last one is another one I totally forgot about. And that was to choose one of the sign's best colors. Now, every sign has colors that are best for them. And one of Pisces' best colors, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but one of them is glistening white. And so I brought in my BH Cosmetics Afternoon Rendezvous palette, my handy dandy Afternoon Rendezvous palette, and I picked this shade right here, which is kind of a glistening white. It's a white with some shimmer to it. So that is it right there. I totally spaced out that I had this in the project after I used it that one time, and that really bums me that that's 2 items that I totally forgot about. I know there was a lot going on last month, but still, I thought I had a handle on it. So I'm kind of bummed that I only used that once, but at least I used it once. That's one more than the 0 on the, oh, here it is, on the amethyst. All right, so let's jump in to Aries. Aries runs from March 21st through April 20th. It, like I said, is my son's sign, and so I had lots of fun learning about Aries. So let's talk about Aries a little bit. Okay, the sign's element is fire. For this month, I picked, I'm reaching here and I'm struggling. I picked a Coastal Scents Hot Pot, and this is in Redstone. That is it right there. I think it is so pretty. It's kind of a darker red. Oh, come on. There you go. That is it right there. It is gorgeous. It's to represent, you know, fire, flame. The sign's personality is life, and I tried to find my Drunk on Youth perfume bottle, but I think I used it, so that wasn't going to happen. So I went with my Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer, because in order to have life, you have to have water, you have to have moisture in which to drink, and so I brought in this Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer. Okay, an item that depicts the sign's aura. The aura of Aries is bright red, which I found just awesome because my son's favorite color is red. So I picked my NARS mascara in Climax. I know that this will not be finished in 1 month, but I can use it for that month during this project. So this was brought in because of its color. An item that uses the sign's color, and there's actually 2 signs for this, for Aries, and that is red and white. And so I actually got something that has both red and white in it, and this is a nail polish by Moonshine Manny. It's called He Calls Me John. It was from a polish pickup. I have no clue what month it was, but it is a white cream, and as you can see, some of those glitters in there are red. So there, of course, is some other colors in there, but it's red and white, and so we are putting this pretty thing into this project. All right, number 5 is an item that represents a quality of the sign. Now, a quality of the sign is, I have them written down, they're known to be a pioneer, a trailblazer, they're confident, they're, is that sultry? I think that's what my handwriting says. They need mental stimulation. They're impulsive, they're loyal, caring, bold, and passionate. So when I was thinking about items to fit this, there was one thing that really jumped out at me, and that is IT Cosmetics, because I consider them to really be a trailblazer in you know, the skincare, makeup world, in what they're doing. And so I grabbed my IT Cosmetics number 50 anti-aging primer. I actually thought this was a serum until I looked at it. So I'm excited to try this out. I don't know how many uses I'll get out of this foil packet, but I am really excited because I really do think that they are true trailblazers in a very saturated field. An item that represents the ruler. Now, it won't be of any surprise to you that the ruler is Mars, and a quality of Mars is it's active, wherever I have activity wherever it is, so that tells me it's active. It brings trouble, arguments, mental and or physical participation, and it rules physical activity and motion. That's what Mars is. And so what I picked was a mask. But this mask is not your normal mask. This mask needs your participation. In fact, it requires you to keep motion on it while you're rubbing, and that's the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. I will not finish this in the next month. There's a lot of product left here, but what you basically do is you put it on your face and then you rub it for 2 minutes and then rinse your face off. So that will be a great item to use to represent the signs ruler. Okay, the ruler's color is red or bright orange. So Mars, its color is red or bright orange. And so I went with bright orange because we have a lot of red going on in this one. And I picked my Hemp's Goji Orange and Lemonade Body Whip because this container can't get much brighter orange than that. I'm looking forward to using this. It smells really good. Number 8 is something that depicts the sign's birthstone. Now, I kind of went old school on the birthstone on this. This is actually not the modern version, I guess you could say. It's the old school, I don't want to say traditional, but it's what it was first known as, and that is the bloodstone. Now, the bloodstone is actually a green stone with flecks of red inside of it, and I searched everywhere to find some makeup that was green with flecks of red in it, and I couldn't find anything. I found things named bloodstone, but they didn't look like a bloodstone. And so I have a hot pot, a Coastal Scents hot pot, that from some angles looks green, some angles looks red, but when you swatch it, it looks red. And so I just find this hot pot so fascinating because of that shift between the green and the red. So I'm bringing it in for bloodstone, and it's called Cherry Moss, and of course it's coming across orange, not orange but red on here. I wish I could get it so you guys could see how it green in some light. I'm getting some with the light hitting it just right, but not otherwise. Well, there you kind of see it. But it swatches beautifully. But it swatches red. So it's kind of deceiving. So that is it right there. I guess you can get a flash of that, of a green hue to it. At some angles, maybe not. I know you can in real life, but that is it right there. I love that, like I'm looking at it right now and it looks green. But when I swatch it, it looks red, and that just is the epitome of the bloodstone in my mind, because you see those flecks of red, you're not expecting it in something green. So that is for the signs birthstone on its rarer birthstone, I should say, the bloodstone. Okay, the next one is an item that represents the sign's power. The sign's power is the ram. I don't even know if that looked like a ram. But the story behind the ram is Hermes's 2 children were rescued from their abusive stepmother by a ram with golden fleece. And that is how the ram came to be the Aries power or sign, I guess is more what it is. And so I went with something that was golden, and I could have went with a lot of things that was golden, but I actually picked another hot pot because it really reminded me of a golden colored fleece, and that is my golden avocado hot pot by Coastal Scents. And I just think this is such a gorgeous gold. Look at that. That's what, to me, that is, you know, a golden mane on an animal, on a ram. That's how I picture it in my mind. So that is Golden Avocado by Coastal Scents. All right, the next one is the sign's flower, which is honeysuckle. And I love honeysuckle. I love the smell of honeysuckle. And I have a lot of perfumes that have honeysuckle in it. I brought in my Gucci Bloom. I think it's a gorgeous scent. Guess who the Greek god of Aries is? I bet you could guess. Yes, it is Aries. And, you know, it's spelled different than the zodiac sign, but it's pronounced the same. And I don't know the whole story behind Aries, but this is what I do know. Aries is known to be masculine. He is the god of fire and energy. He's also the god of competition. He's chaotic. He's impulsive, and he's aggressive. Now, I was going to actually bring in a perfume that I thought to be a slightly aggressive perfume, and I thought, no, let's highlight something positive about Aries, and that is that he's the god of competition. And I have a perfume vial, and it's not a full one, but it has wings on it. It is Paco Rabanne's Olympia, and I don't know if you can see it here, but to me, I was looking at it from this direction, and it looked, maybe this direction, it looked like the wings, you know, that are on for, you know, track. I want to say it's track that has the wings, but you know, for competitive, I think of the Olympics is what I'm thinking of. but that's what it made me think of. And so I brought Paco Rabanne's Olympia in because of the wings. And it just dawned on me, Olympics. I'm a little slow. So that is for Aries, the god of competition. Then the last one is to choose an item that represents one of the color's best signs. Now, the signs' best colors are red, camel, mustard, rust, and eggplant. Those are the best signs for them to decorate with, to wear, things like that. And so I went with another Coastal Scents Hot Pot. I told you I was a little heavy on the eyeshadow this month. And that's okay. As long as I use them, that's okay. And I picked my chocolate berry Hot Pot because it actually looks kind of eggplanty when I swatch it. And also even here, it looks more eggplant. I had a different color and I was like, that's not quite eggplant. And so it doesn't swatch very good, so let me do 2 swipes. And of course, oh hello camera. Of course it's kind of coming across as brown, but I still think it looks more eggplant than brown, but I'm rolling with it. That is it for what's in a sign this month. I hope that you are enjoying this series and that you are learning something new with each, I just bit my tongue, with each sign that we talk about. I really hope that you are enjoying this. You guys, if you are, please give me a thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. It helps me know if this series is something that you guys are liking or if it's just not, you know, if it's just kind of, let me know if you like it or not. I mean, you can always give me a thumbs down. That works too. But I appreciate you hanging with me tonight or today, whenever it is that you watch this. You guys take good care of yourself. Be safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.